Welcome to this explainer. Today we're setting off on a truly mind-bending cosmic journey. We're going to dive right into a fascinating comparison, mapping out the massive cosmic architecture described in ancient Islamic scriptures, right alongside the cutting-edge discoveries of modern cosmology. We'll be looking at these incredible concepts side by side to see exactly where these ancient texts and modern science intersect. It's going to be a deeply fascinating ride, so let's get into it. So I want you to imagine, just for a second, looking up at the night sky. You see all those countless stars, maybe a few planets, and that gorgeous cloudy stretch of the Milky Way. Modern science is constantly pushing its limits, right? Always searching for the very edge of this universe. But what's truly fascinating here is that over 1,400 years ago, the Quran described a vast, highly structured cosmic hierarchy that actually addresses this exact question of what lies beyond. Okay, let's dive into this. Section 1, the first heaven, our observable universe. Let's start right at the foundation. Notice how we can align two vastly different eras of human understanding here. On one side, we have our modern astronomical marvels, literally everything we can see through powerful instruments like the Hubble and James Webb Space Telescopes. We're talking billions of galaxies, nebulas, and supermassive black holes. But then on the other side, ancient texts, specifically chapters like Surah Mulk and Surah Fussilat, neutrally describe all of these stars and celestial bodies simply as adornments of the lowest heaven. According to these scriptures, absolutely everything we can currently observe is merely the first layer. To really wrap your head around what that means, just think about this number: 93 billion light years. That is the currently estimated diameter of our observable universe. It's a scale of sheer, mind-boggling immensity that the human brain can barely even comprehend. Yet, based on the framework provided by the Islamic sources we're examining, this 93 billion light-year expanse is just the ground floor. It really forces us to pause and ask, if this infinite-seeming space is just the first level, what could possibly exist beyond it? Moving right along to Section 2, multiverses and immense scale, the remaining 6 heavens. To try and understand what lies beyond, modern science routinely plays with mathematical models of a multiverse, basically layers of universes. Strikingly, Surah Nuh outlines a very parallel concept, detailing 7 heavens layered one upon another. To illustrate the sheer scale of this, the Prophet Muhammad used this awe-inspiring metaphor. He said, "Each heaven compared to the one above it is like a small ring thrown into a vast desert." Let that really sink in for a second. Our entire 93 billion light-year universe is just a tiny ring lost in a limitless desert compared to the second heaven. And that crazy scale, it repeats all the way up to the 7th. All right, Section 3, life within the heavens, the cosmic inhabitants. Now, these realms aren't just empty voids, they are highly structured. Take the Prophet's Miraj, or night journey, for example. The sources detail how he ascended through these layered universes, accompanied by the angel Jibreel. Along the way, he encountered previous prophets stationed at very specific tiers of this massive cosmic hierarchy. He met Adam in the first, Isa and Yahya in the second, Yusuf in the third, going all the way up to Ibrahim in the 7th heaven. It really provides this fascinating, structured geography to a concept that is entirely beyond human sight. When reaching that 7th heaven, the texts describe Ibrahim leaning against a sacred structure called Beitul Mamur. Now get this. The sources state that 70,000 new angels visit this house every single day to perform rituals. The volume of creation is so unfathomably vast that these specific 70,000 angels will never get a second turn until the Day of Judgment. The scale of time and population we're talking about here is simply astronomical. And right at the very edge of this 7th heaven lies Sidrat al-Muntaha, defined as the loach tree of the utmost boundary, and mentioned in Surah Najm. It acts as the absolute frontier. It's the final checkpoint of the created cosmos. Beyond this point, absolutely no creation, not even the archangel Jibreel, has permission to pass. It literally marks the end of the physical heavens and the beginning of the divine realm. Let's move to and see how this builds. Section 4, the 7 Earths, from deep space to planetary science. Pivoting from the macro scale back down to planets, Surah Talaq mentions the creation of 7 heavens, and then explicitly states, "and of the earth the like of them." This particular line has led to 2 main scholarly interpretations. The first suggests this refers to the 7 geological inner layers of our very own Earth, a concept surprisingly verified by modern geology. But the second interpretation leans much more toward astronomy, suggesting the actual existence of 7 parallel habitable worlds. Just consider this striking quote from Ibn Abbas. He was a prominent early scholar interpreting these exact texts 1400 years ago. He stated, "Every earth has a prophet like yours, an Adam like yours, a Noah like yours." It is honestly mind-blowing how closely this ancient theological interpretation mirrors modern science fiction, string theory, and the theoretical physics regarding parallel universes and alternate realities. Okay, bringing it all together in Section 5, Exoplanets and Modern Science, the Search for Life. So today, modern astrophysics is actively scanning the stars for those exact types of worlds. Look at the massive historical jump we've made here. We start 1400 years ago with textual claims of other Earths. For centuries, humanity just couldn't verify this. Then boom, in 1992, scientists officially confirmed the discovery of the very first exoplanet, a planet completely outside our solar system. That major breakthrough rockets us right into the present day, where telescopes are finding new worlds practically constantly. And thanks to advanced tools like the Kepler Space Telescope and now James Webb, that number from back in 1992 has absolutely exploded. We're talking over 6,100 confirmed exoplanets discovered so far. And you know what? That number is climbing every single day. We went from genuinely wondering if our solar system was unique to proving that the universe is quite literally crowded with other planetary bodies. But, scientists aren't just looking for random rocks floating in space. They are specifically hunting for planets in what we call the Goldilocks zone. This is the habitable band around a star where conditions are just right, not too hot, not too cold, for liquid water to exist. The really exciting part is that researchers have found numerous planets sitting right in these exact zones, making the ancient idea of other habitable Earth-like planets highly plausible in the eyes of modern science today. So when we take a step back and look at the observable universe, the mathematical theories of multiverses, and the confirmation of thousands of exoplanets, we have to ask a deeply provocative question. Is modern science simply mapping out the cosmic geography described in these ancient texts 14 centuries ago? By visually breaking down these sources today, we've seen some truly remarkable parallels between ancient scripture and modern astrophysics. Keep looking up, keep asking questions, and I really hope this explainer has left you eager to learn more.